Hello and welcome to ICG Podcast episode 35. I am Abdul and with me is Yesvanth.
Hey all, how's it going? Thank you for joining, and let's just get into it.
Yeah, we have now done five times as much podcast episodes as we have with the first time we did it.
ICG Podcast
Yes,
1.0. This is the 2.0. Man, come on,
yeah,
yes.
yes,
Five times more than the original ICG podcast. So, yeah, I think it's just the right people, right consistency, and then the right topics. You love to do this. So, previously we were disorganized, I suppose, but yeah.
yeah.
Too many things, too many ideas, too many scope, too much scope. So uh, it's good sometimes to focus on one thing.
Also, the fact I did not have my own laptop to stream, so
Yes, that's a big one. Yes.
yeah, I got my laptop and then I had to learn how to do all of this, and then I
Yeah.
found learned
Abdul
that.
Abdul is a professional streamer now.
No, not really. I'm not a professional streamer. I'm just a professional Googler. That's what I say.
Googler. A
Yeah.
good Googler. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I don't think that term is available, but okay, we'll just take it. Anyways, yeah, this week, as far as news is concerned, personally, I say it was not very interesting.
Mm.
I just went through the entire. I was just searching for news throughout this week, and it was just Palworld, 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 Palworld. So
Yeah.
I'm like, so I decided for this podcast, I'm just going to focus on all the other news first, then the Palworld stuff. So yeah, we'll jump right in. First things first, Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition is coming to PC on March 21st. So, yay, I guess, to those who want to play Forbidden West. I mean,
Actually, makes sense, man. I think we have another point coming up soon. But basically, let the idea is we'll have more PlayStation exclusive games on PC going forward. So that's my take on it.
yeah, I mean, the thing is, when this initially they were releasing games for PC, we thought there'll be at least a minimum gap of 4 years.
Yeah.
But then Sony's like, nah, 2 years is fine. Let play PC players play after 2 years.
And 1 year, I think, is what we are going to see going forward, I suppose, because that makes good enough amount of time. 1 year is a lot, man. It's really long time. And the people who want to play the game, and if a game is success, we see that people don't want to wait. People can afford it, and if they love, if it's coming from their good genre that they already enjoy, or if it's coming from a franchise that they already enjoy, if it's coming from a studio that they respect, love, and want to play their games, it's basically if a game is successful, doesn't matter what it is. People who wants to play it will play it. So 1 year is a pretty long time. I think 2 years is still a long, but yeah, I think going forward we might just see the PlayStation exclusive games coming to PC just 1 year after it.
Well, I wouldn't say 1 year is a long time, considering the fact that I still cannot believe that it's been almost a month since 2023 got over. So time is flying, man. Time is flying.
Time is flying. I agree. I agree. That is true.
And the thing is, I don't sit well with this because if we make it 1 year, then sometimes someone will be like, oh, why 1 year? Let's just make it 6 months. So then we'll watch it day one on PC also.
Yeah.
And
Who knows, man? After 20 years, that's gonna be a norm, I suppose.
yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Then it'll become an Xbox situation all over again. And
Yeah.
I mean, not for everybody, but for certain people, it's like my PC is powerful enough. Why should I buy an Xbox? And games are already coming day one on PC Game Pass, so I don't need it.
Yeah.
Yes, but thing is, with Microsoft, it's they earn their revenue through their subscription. They make losses through their console sales, so they're like, okay, you don't buy an Xbox,
Yeah.
play it on PCs, just subscribe to Game Pass, and we're all good. But Sony does not have as much money as Microsoft does. So I don't think they'll be like, okay, you play on PC, you don't have to buy a PlayStation, but please buy a PlayStation. We need the money. And we have a first comment for tonight from Rage Gamer. What's up, man? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, hey, Rage Gamer, man. Thank you for joining.
Yep. So the next thing is not very special, but it's worth mentioning. WWE 2K24 launches on March 8th on Xbox One, Series X and S, PS4, PS5, and PC. So
Yeah.
yeah, these 2K games are also like kind of like FIFA. Every year there is like launching and launching.
Yeah, and before 2024 is over, you'll see WWE 2K25. So that's
Yeah,
their cycle is 1 year earlier than the actual cycle of the Earth. So
yeah.
yeah,
They are following a different rotation around the sun, I guess.
rotation. That is true.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, that's so weird, man. I think sports games. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I've never. Yeah, as far as I can remember, the only sports. No, man. Just fighting. Apart from fighting games, I never uh, play. I've never even played any sports games, so I don't think it's my thing. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'll just pick it up one day and I was like, this is my jam. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, for now, I don't see any appeal. But yeah, there are incredible fan base for FIFA in India. FC right now, football club, I think, right? Yeah, football
yeah,
club. And it's like the biggest franchise in India. So what can I say?
yeah. Well, Yashwant, get your soundboard ready because I'm about to come up with a horrible pun.
Okay, sure.
And just as I said that, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it. Yes.
Uh, so
Uh,
that's also you forgot what you want to say. Oh, should it be this one?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's better. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh my god, I completely forgot. Shit,
No
man.
worries.
I came up with something nice and I forgot. God damn it. Okay, we'll think about
Football
it.
club, something related to that.
No, not football club. It's something. I don't
We
know.
have a huge fan base for FIFA football club.
Yeah.
Never, never. I don't even know.
Ah,
I
yes,
don't.
I remember. Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah,
yeah, the only real physical sport that I've ever played, and I don't want to expand this stereotype a lot, but as a Discord admin, the biggest sport I've ever played is touching grass. So,
touching
yes,
grass.
yes,
Yes. There we go.
yeah. So, touching grass is the most physical activity I've ever had as a Discord admin. But yeah, that just makes a stereotype even worse. But anyways, moving on. So Death Stranding Director's Cut is launching on January 31st on iPhone, iPad, and Mac devices. Yeah,
Yeah,
so if you're rich enough to afford those devices but don't want to spend on a PlayStation, then yes, you're getting Death Stranding. And then
yeah.
moving on, preview for Tower Born has been announced. It will be launching sometime in 2024. There will be highly modifiable map for the developers, and then there'll be what is this?
Belfry functions.
Belfry. I think that's the hub. I guess
Yeah,
the main it functions as the hub for shop quests, etc. So I guess that's your central town or whatever. There'll
yeah.
be seasonal content updates, and the story will evolve over time. And there'll be 4 weapon classes to choose, and you can modify each one of them. So sounds very interesting. We'll just have to wait for it.
Yeah.
I might also play it. Speaking of which, I just got 100% in Euden Chronicle Rising at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
quite.
awesome.
Yeah, I really hate these sort of achievements where they tell you to get maximum level in the armor or get highest materials for crafting
Yes,
and all that.
yes. Yeah.
So I spent a solid 2 to 3 hours just finding materials to upgrade. And I'm like, oh my god.
I think platinum in Souls, Dark Souls is also incredibly difficult, I suppose, because you have to max the every character, right? Like strength build, dex build, mage build, all those things. You have to get all those characters to 100% as well. So, and all the weapons as well. So that. Cause I think you need to have something like 10 highly scaled weapons or something. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
super difficult. I just gave up on ever platinuming Souls games.
yeah. I guess Elden Ring is the one I've seen where many people have gotten a platinum, whether they were a very a veteran Souls player or whatever. I mean, many people got platinum in that, so it is possible to do.
Okay,
But
that's good.
yeah, as a guy who doesn't do platinums, I don't know why I'm so addicted to getting 100% achievements in Xbox though. But maybe it's because I'm doing it only for indies. Indies are more fun for me.
Indies are, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then of course people were criticizing like, oh, what indies, man? You don't play any proper game. Like, yeah, maybe I'm getting old, or perhaps maybe indie games are awesome. You guys should just try it. Alright, so moving on. For Honor has surpassed 35 million players and has recently got a DLC for the game. And the thing that's a big shocker is the fact that this game launched in 2017. 2017.
Yeah,
A game launched in 2017, and what, 5, 6, almost 7 years later, still getting updates, and 35 million players have played it. So,
yeah.
GG to Ubisoft for that. They went
Oh
out of the
yeah,
box for once.
yes.
They went out of the box for once, and it actually somehow worked.
It's an onerous task. So
Yes,
for honor, let's do it for
yes,
honor.
yes. They must be. Yes, yes.
There we go.
I feel so bad that you have to do it for yourself, man. Because if I try to do it for me, I'll have to like
No
exit
worries, no
this.
worries. No worries, no worries.
But yeah, anyways. But instead of you pressing it, I'll just say "padam tisk" by myself. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Sure.
And Snow Runner has surpassed 15 million players worldwide. Man, that game is quite wild, if I do say so myself. I've tried it, and
Mm-hmm.
damn, the amount of physics in it to drive anything is. I mean, we are so used to just moving the sticks left or right for the car to automatically turn. It's
Right,
like we now got so used to power steering. You now have to keep holding it towards the left till the steering is fully turned and the wheels turn, and then the car moves. And then you
right.
just can't let it move to the right and make the wheel straight. You have to wait till it rotates again straight, and it gets it's like, okay, thank God power steering is a blessing
Blessing.
also in
Yeah.
games. And hello, Hungry Wolf, bit late today, no issues. Being late never hurt anybody except in the corporate world. So yeah,
Oh, that's so out of the no man. That where did that come from?
yes, out of nowhere, exactly.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey, Angry Wolf. Thank you for joining, man.
yep. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I played that game. I learned how to drive a pickup truck. Then I
Uh,
got stuck in a swamp. Tried to winch myself out. Ended up hanging my truck from a tree and with no way to go. So yeah,
oh, wow.
never trying that again. So yeah,
Did you record it? How did how the thumbnail will be stuck a truck stuck in a tree? Oh wow,
yeah,
that's a mouthful.
yes,
Truck stuck in a tree. Wow,
yes.
yeah.
Otherwise, it could be truck hugging the trunk. Yeah,
Oh my God, that is so good. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah, that is so good.
yeah,
Truck hugging the trunk. Oh my God, that's good one. Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, unfortunately, I didn't record it because at that time I did not quick map any of the buttons on my Xbox controller to record it. So I'm like, I mean, playing on PS most of the time, I got so used to just pressing and holding the share button to
Exactly.
record the last
Yeah.
thing. Then I
Last played seconds. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and then on Xbox, I'm like searching for the button. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on Xbox. Oh my god, I forgot. But only after that,
Accessibility. Yeah.
yeah, but only after that incident, I decided, I remember to go customize it, and now I changed the share button to double tap to save the last 30 seconds that was
Ah,
played.
okay.
So yeah,
Awesome.
now I do it. Thing is, I also made press and hold to start a video recording, and unfortunately, many videos have been recorded on my Xbox thanks to my nephew, because he
Ah,
likes
okay.
to climb up on my bed and sit next to me and just play with the controller. And He does not know how to point the controller to the screen and see if anything moves. He keeps the controller on me and he keeps fiddling with it while something keeps getting recorded in the background. I'm just looking at what he's recording. I'm like, okay, I have to remember to delete this later. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's that. Anyways, even Hungry Wolf is like that was good. Thank you very much.
Yes.
My humor sometimes is actually
Besides the what do you say? What's the highest form? I don't know. Besides anything else, second to none, something like that.
as I can run. Never,
Yeah.
my humor is horrible. I don't know. Sometimes it just clicks. I don't know. I'm just it just works sometimes. But anyways,
Yep.
moving on. So the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, the definitive edition, has
Yeah.
surpassed 18 million downloads on Netflix, and I don't know how to feel about that. But yeah,
Well, you can feel that Netflix owes a lot of money to Rockstar. I suppose I think it's per install. Maybe Netflix has to pay Rockstar. So I think Netflix is deep in trouble, billions of dollars in trouble, and recently they have made a deal with WWE to stream it to Netflix,
Raw,
right?
yeah, they're
So
gonna stream Raw WWE Raw on Netflix in US, Latin America, and UK. I'm guessing something
okay,
like that.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, deep pockets don't last deep. So I don't know, man. This desperate attempt to um, get into gaming and then bringing the big guns like GTA Trilogy to Netflix, like a streaming service. You can stream the game. Oh my God, I don't know what to say, but yeah, I think it's good. 18 million downloads, but let's see how many people start completed at least 5% or 10% of the game on Netflix. That would be a good number, I suppose.
Yep, indeed. And as for those of you who don't know, this trilogy launched in December 14th itself. So yeah,
Yeah,
they've had more than a month to get this much number. Okay, cool. Anyways, moving on. So this is a game that I am looking forward to in the future, but I have to save money for it. But then again, we have to save money for everything. So which is
yep.
very tough to do when you're a gamer. Yeah. So the Grand Blue Fantasy Relink demo is available on PlayStation. So you can just download it, and the progress will also carry over to the game if you plan on playing the game. But yeah, the demo itself has surpassed 600,000 downloads on PlayStation. So yeah, it seems that more, not just me, but plenty of people are excited for it.
Yep.
And the full game will be launching on February 1st. So yes, time for me to start saving money for February 1st, I guess. Or I'll
You
just
don't have much time.
yeah, or maybe I'll just control myself and hold on till some sale happens. Who knows? I don't have FOMO, so I'm good, I guess.
No, no day one on Game Pass.
No, no. I heard Japanese, not many Japanese games even come to Game Pass, but some of them do. I mean,
Right.
in fact, Evan Chronicle, just 100 Heroes is coming day one on Game Pass in April. Oh my god. 108 characters to play with. Ah, my time is going to fly.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, moving on. CD Projekt Red is planning to start production of its next Witcher game this year, and it's codenamed Polaris. I wonder how it will go. Maybe we might not get Geralt anymore. Maybe it might be Ciri. Who
Is
knows?
it Geralt or Geralt?
I don't know. I pronounced it Geralt. Is it Geralt?
I think it's Geralt. Geralt of Rivia. Yeah.
Geralt. Okay, fair enough. My apologies to those who have offended by mispronouncing the name. Yeah.
Or
So I think this.
Polaris is supposed to mean more than one, right? Like two or something. Poles. We have two poles. Bipolar, all those things. Maybe Polaris is like something two. Maybe that has. It's a code name, so it's just a code name. Maybe we don't have nothing to look into. Is there any significance in Witcher universe of two number or two characters or something two?
Yes, there's a big significance.
Okay, okay. If it's a spoiler, don't spoil it. But people who knows, I think who knows about it.
I
So
don't.
I think it's a
Yeah.
cool reference, I suppose.
No, the thing is, if I'm going to say something, people won't expect it. They won't know about it. That's the thing. Uh,
Okay, 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 okay.
It's not
It
necessarily.
won't even make sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not a spoiler, but there's a significance. The number two is very significant in Witcher 3 because you have two available romance options in Witcher 3. So yeah,
Oh my God. Okay, okay, okay.
yes, yes. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to this. But anyways, like Hungary said, let Gerald rest. He has earned it. Time for some new blood. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe it'll be Siri this time, and she'll have an enemy who's called Google Assistant. Cortana's already dead. Cortana's already dead. Perhaps she'll have an ally called Bixby. Who knows?
Bixby. Oh my God. No.
Or who knows? She might have a best friend called Alexa with her. So
So, yeah. AI is going to be a big thing in the games going forward. So all the NPCs will be capable AI powered. So like generative NPCs, man, just think about that. Like reacting genuinely to the situation. You don't have to program it. I think that's a lot of potential. I think there's two studios I'm all the time looking inspired by the potential or they push themselves. I think from every game to game, which is CD Projekt Red and then Rockstar. These two studios they just don't stay in their comfort zone. Unlike Insomniac, they are just polishing and keeps polishing like slow and steady, but better every time. CD Projekt Red and Rockstar, I think they just push the envelope a lot harder than any other studio. But I mean, they rushed it through Cyberpunk 2077, but look at the game right now. So their intentions were 2, 3 years late, but that's what they were aiming for. So I mean, it's incredible, man.
yeah, well, there are two things I want to say about this. But before that, let's welcome Aishwarya to the podcast. Hey man, welcome.
Hey,
Thank you for
hey,
joining
man.
us.
Hey, Aishwarya.
He says Gerald needs retirement really. I mean, yeah. If you provide pension for him, he'll definitely retire now itself. Don't worry.
It's a task in the game.
It's not a task in the game. I'm telling you, just donate to the developers. They'll immediately retire
Uh,
him. So yeah.
that-
So Angry Wolf says also Polaris is North Star is a binary star. So Yeshwanth is hitting the mark. Okay, that's nice.
okay. Awesome.
Nice. And we have Sinseeper also on the podcast today. Hey Sinseeper, thank you for joining us.
Hey, hey, Sinsipar. Long time, man. How are you doing? Thank you
Yeah.
for joining.
And Aisha says 2 months for Rise of the Ronin. Oh yeah, that is also an anticipated
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Uh,
I have the game already listed. I mean, I saw the game already listed in Amazon. It's not ready for anybody to purchase it. I'll share the link as soon as I see that it's available to purchase. So just wait. I have the games already in my wish list. Rise of the Ronin, Persona 3 Reload, and what's the other game? Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. These three games are already in my wish list. I mean, I think the bot will tweet as soon as it's available to purchase.
and Suicide Squad, I don't think many people are interested. Perhaps,
Yeah.
perhaps try switching it out with Dragon's Dogma 2 or something. Who knows? Might be good.
So the advantage I have with the Amazon is I'm working I am as an affiliate, right? So I have the access to the API and I can look for the games that are not available for general public.
Oh,
Or any product for that matter. So yeah, WhatsApp me the name. I'll look if it's available and then I'll create a bot to notify.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
And also, it's 2 months till it becomes March. So yeah.
Yeah.
And March, what do I get in March? March says Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming out in March. Oh my god.
That's it. Yeah. I just today and 2 hours or 3 hours ago I saw Games the Shop pre-order section. Nothing in January, a lot in February, very few in March, and nothing in April, May, June.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of dry months for now.
Yeah, I mean, they really burnt up everything in 2023. So I think 2024.
2023. Yeah, 2023 was really a big game for the gamers, man. Big year for the gamers. Yeah.
Yes, and unfortunately, it was also a big year for layoffs. So
Yeah.
sad, 9,000 people gone. Anyways, let's not dwell on that. Moving on. Hungry Wolf says technically a triple star, but the third star is a dwarf. Okay, fair
Mm,
enough.
yeah.
And Aishwarya Marathe says CG for the win. Even if I will get to play it on day 5. Yeah, on day 5. If you guys don't know, it's an inside joke because Aishwarya pre-orders along with everybody, but for some odd reason, only his order ends up coming on the 5th day. Like,
Oh my God, okay. That is so unfortunate, man. Sorry for you, but that's
yeah,
so consistently unfortunate for you.
I mean, it was very bad during, I think, October when Spider-Man came out. People are receiving the day game on like the first day and second day, and when by the time that Aishwarya got his game, dozens of people already platinum the game. There are already five or six selling posts on a server itself for the
Salem
game
boss.
list.
Oh God.
And yeah, I mean, sad life, but
Actually, do you live in tier three cities or something like that, or some far regions? Maybe it might make sense if you are in tier one, tier two cities. Tier one, I think Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, and tier two, tier three are basically not that day one kind of deliveries, I suppose.
yeah, apparently Blue Dart hates him according to him.
Ah, okay.
Anyways, yeah, since Hyperspace is waiting for the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero trailer. I mean, yeah, I saw the news somewhere. I'll also look forward to the trailer. I mean, I really want another game that's like Tenkai Budokachi 3. That was crazy back
Mm.
in the PS2 days.
Hey, we have a joke from Aishwarya. March has ITR. Oh my God, that is so income tax return. That is so on point.
Right,
Thank you
right.
for reminding, man. But yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah, since Hyperspace, my most anticipated game in February is Rebirth. Yep, I already pre-ordered it
For a
yesterday.
lot of people, yes, it is. Yeah,
Yeah, and then guess what? Yesterday, Republic Day, when these games shop is like, use this code to get 260%, 260 rupees off. And I'm like,
60 rupees off.
seriously, man, why can't you allow it, the people who pre-ordered long ago to use it? I'm like,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, never mind, 260 rupees, not going to make a big difference. But yeah, anyways, he's Hungary will says Senua 2 in May. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's also something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Anyways, Aishwarya says I live in Daman, in between Ahmedabad and Mumbai. Yeah, the disc goes to Bhiwandi and then back to Daman.
Oh my God, that is so unfortunate. I think that's the reason, I suppose. Everything goes through Bhiwandi, the infamous Bhiwandi. Everybody in ICG knows about that. So sorry for you. You stay in a place that it has to go through that. It like resourceful journey. Yeah.
Well, I have to make a correction to that. Everyone in ICG pre 2023 will know about it.
Pre 2023. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and I was going to say something about. Oh, yeah, you said two best studios is CD Project Red and Rockstar. They do it slow and steady. I think
No, no, they push it without waiting any for anybody, I suppose. They just try it up. If they have a good story, way and they don't want to be limited by the technology. That's what I'm saying. 3D Project Red and then the Rockstar. From my experience, at least.
yeah, and then but I think that they're taking it. I think at least Rockstar takes it too literally with the slow and steady thing. I mean, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
10 years between a game, man. Come on. Now what? I guess for PS5 and I mean for PS6, who knows? Maybe in PS7, we'll still be playing with GTA 6. Who knows?
GTA 6 for sure, no doubt, no doubt, man. That's the generational game. Yeah,
Yeah, and then what they'll do? Maybe on PS6 or maybe PS6 Pro, they'll be like, "Oh, look, you can buy the game again now for 60 FPS." And I'm like,
60. Oh no, please don't, man. That's gonna everybody's gonna be angry, but don't be surprised if Rockstar does it.
I mean, they did it with PS5. I won't be surprised. But anyways, yeah, Aishwarya says I requested delivery this time, hoping for better times. Yeah, let's hope it does come well. Anyways,
Actually, if you want better service, better support, I would actually tell you to go with Blue Dart itself. We have seen numerous cases where delivery agents are downright unbearable. They just straight up try to close the ticket or something like that without resolving any issues, and then they say that you're delivered, you have to pay again, kind of thing for a pre-built delivery. All these I've seen cases in Twitter. So yeah, stick with Blue Dart, I suppose. I don't know if you're good with delivery. I mean, it could be region specific, but hope your delivery agents are good.
yeah. Yeah, since he says Q1 already packed with great games, but sad there are so many layoffs this year only being started. I mean, yeah,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, Almost every week I'm sitting here and reading the layoffs. I mean,
Layoffs. This
this
layoffs is its own segment, man. It's very unfortunate that we have a segment for layoffs, but yeah,
yes.
that's true. 2023 started a very, very bad trend for not just gamers, man, for IT, for any sector, basically. I think all these organizations and companies, they are just using the recession as a namesake, and then they are just laying off these people for no reason. I suppose some cases, uh, if you do it as part of like as part of everybody else, you don't stand out. So everybody's doing it because you don't stand out. It's just, oh, okay, that's another company that's just laid off. It's become to that position. Just imagine out of the blue, Rockstar announces layoffs. That that's what is that? That should never happen. That should never even happen. But if Rockstar does it, I won't be surprised because it's everybody else doing it. Why not Rockstar? They'll just say the development has been too costly and we can't afford that, all those things. But who knows, man? It's right. Everybody, every organization, every corpo is riding this ride.
I mean, if Rockstar uses that as an excuse, I'll definitely call BS on that. But yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I don't mean to make a joke out of this, but its layoffs have been so bad that I ended up laying off a lot of my hair itself. Yeah.
Layoff.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Summer is coming, so I'm prepared. Anyways, moving on. Hungry Wolf says Elder Scrolls fans are waiting for Elder Scrolls 6. Skyrim was released in 2011. I bought a bloody Xbox Series X just for the Elder Scrolls 6, man. And then they're like, oh, it won't be till at least 2026 till we think about it. Like, God damn it, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
bought an Xbox so quickly. But
No
anyways,
worries. I think it will be in this generation, so no worries.
I hope so, man. Otherwise, the entire point of me buying an Xbox would just be mute.
No,
Uh,
you love it. The indies are doing your justice.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only way I can, make I can go
Make
with
it
that.
through 2026. Yeah.
I can go with that. I can deal with it. I have Game Pass till next year, so yeah, I can live with
Yeah.
that. Anyways, our friend Pankaj is also available. Hey, Pankaj, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, hey, man. Thank you for joining, Pankaj.
Rocksteady is cooking great stuff with Suicide Squad. I feel like you're the only person saying that, but okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Everyone,
Maybe it's a sarcasm, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe it's genuine happiness. Who knows?
interesting.
But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's very weird. You framed it like that. So it doesn't say that it's negative. It doesn't say that it's positive. Yeah.
Well, I guess with the second comment, I guess it might be sarcasm because he's like, Starfield is coming to PS5 as per rumor.
Oh my God, Pankaj chose sarcasm today.
We
Who knows?
we like
That is so
sarcasm a
weird.
lot. We appreciate sarcasm in this channel and in the server. So yeah,
We
you're more
do,
than
we do.
welcome to
Yeah.
so. But yeah, anyways, looks like someone decided to play an April Fool's joke early. But because of the date, I'm very skeptical. I don't know if this is intentional or not. But apparently, Focus Entertainment will rename itself to Pull Up Entertainment on 1st April 2024.
Exactly. That's that. I mean, I was laughing by the name Focus Entertainment. It looks so, what is it, professional, and then Pull Up Entertainment. What's happening with the board, or what's happening with the management at Focus Entertainment to name themselves to Pull Up? Is it because I think some companies does this to all those loopholes through the corporate world? I suppose, I don't know. I'm just assuming changing the name might have some advantage. But yeah, maybe that's the reason. All your bills and everything are under a different name, and you are now a different name. Who knows, man? Facebook turned into Meta, so
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
Since says Xbox shut down their entire physical release department. I mean, yeah, I have an entire section written about it in the layoff segment at the end of the video. But thank you for bringing it up very soon.
Yeah.
And I should just like tell them to rename it to Bounce Back. Okay.
Bounce back, pull up and then bounce back. Okay.
I mean, they haven't really had any issues for them to bounce back from, but okay, we'll see. Anyways, as of January 25th, Apple had opened its App Store and allows game streaming apps like GeForce Now or Xbox Cloud Streaming. And they say that developers can now submit a single app with the capability to stream all of the games offered in their catalog. So, yeah, I guess. As
Yeah,
people who have an Xbox along with an iPhone, I don't know how many people who have that combination, or maybe have subscribed to Xbox Cloud or maybe GeForce Now. They'll now be able to
it was.
play on their iPhones along with the Death Stranding director's cut and Resident Evil and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they're bringing more gaming into a iPhone, but
Yeah.
then quite similar to that news, Microsoft has added touch controls to its Xbox Beta app on Android and iOS. Users can now control their console remotely or play games on their phones without a controller. And I had to try this for myself, so I did actually download the Xbox Beta app, set it up, and I was so
Hmm.
happy to do it because I mean the original streaming with the controller is all cool and all, but then to actually have just control my entire Xbox with my phone, it's like, oh, this is pretty awesome. But then again, it's very cramped. Buttons are too tiny. You
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
you
Yeah,
can't, and also the buttons are pretty much covering up the screen, so you don't even know what the hell you're doing. So
yeah.
I'm like purely
My experience with that was initially my only experience to gaming was, as I said, mobile, right? So at that time, I didn't feel anything. I was just playing PUBG or any other game on my smartphone, and it made sense. But once I started to play on PS5, I could never go back to on-screen smartphone buttons. I was like, I'm not seeing anything here, man. What is this? It didn't make any sense. I think you if you're I think if your controller supports, I don't know if DualSense supports for all the games, but for streaming it does, right? Yeah.
maybe
The what is that app? Um, um, we have that. What is that app, man?
remote play.
Remote play, exactly. Yeah, remote play. You can play with that, but yeah, that felt very wrong once you experience the controllers. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why they have these third-party peripherals like the Backbone One and all that, which is like
exactly.
which are
Yeah.
attached to your phone and used like a controller. I'm not spending any extra money on that. So, anyways, moving on. Sony's chief executive officer Kenichiro Yoshida, finally a Japanese name that I can pronounce properly, has said that players will be able to play their favorite games wherever it is computing, wherever there is computing. Sorry. That means that they will expand their business to PC, mobile, and cloud, while PlayStation will remain the core product. So basically, they're also like trying like Microsoft to bring games everywhere: PC, mobile, cloud, and
But digital only, I suppose.
I mean those.
Unlike, I don't want that, but yeah,
I mean, of course, as far as PC, mobile is concerned, it will be digital, maybe
yeah,
even
yeah.
cloud. But I think as long as they still keep physical media available for the PlayStation, they will be able to sell PlayStation 5s. Anyways, moving on. According to the leaker D Labs, the full title of Death Stranding 2 is going to be called Death Stranding 2 on the Beach.
The beat.
Okay, interesting, on the beach.
Yeah, I've actually seen Norman Reed as I think he posted on his
Instagram, I
Instagram
think.
status or
Yeah,
something. I'll see you on the beach or something, right?
yeah,
Yeah, waiting
yeah,
on the beach or I'll see you on the beach or something.
exactly, on the beach. But
Yeah.
whenever I hear the term beach, I always remember Mr. Bean's holidays, like to the beach.
Ah, to the beach, to the beach. Oh my God, I love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson and so much legal zone. It's getting sidetracked. Anyways, moving on. According to another famous leaker, Bill Wilcon, he says that Until Dawn will get a PS5 and a PC release. And apparently, an official announcement should be coming in a few days. And as you all know, they already, like in the previous podcast, we mentioned that Until Dawn might be getting a movie also. So, yeah.
Yeah, actually, Deal Labs and Bill Wilkun are the same. I think Bill
Yeah.
Wilkun's website is Deal Labs.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so two things done by the same guy. Great.
yeah, yeah.
All good for us.
I'm actually, according, I mean, PS5 and PC released, I think they will want to coincide this with the movie release because the craze it will generate, no doubt, whatever you are releasing on one platform, make sure you coincide with the other platform list so that it generates the mouth publicity. So now nothing more is no marketing tactic is more powerful than mouth publicity. So yeah, get people talking about it, and gamers will want to check it out. And who can play it on PS5 will play it on PS5, and who can play it on PC will play it on PC. So I think it's safe to say we will have something coincide with the release of the movie. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the first time I'm hearing the term mouth marketing. But yeah, it's called word
mouth
of
publicity.
mouth publicity. But yeah, it's called word of
Yeah,
mouth, man. But yeah,
out of fun.
yeah. But anyways,
Yeah.
that is interesting. But yes, moving on. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake achievements slash trophies have been spotted online on websites such as PSN Trophies. So
Yeah,
could be an indication that the game is in the works or it might be coming out.
closer to the release. Yeah.
Yep.
We know that it's a case. It was in the development. I think Ubisoft India had it on the originally, and then they were like, "Yeah, you guys are not doing it on the timeline that we want, or you're not doing a great job of it." So they took it away. That felt very bad, man. That felt really
Yeah.
bad. Taking away such a big game from the studio, completely from the studio. I think not completely. They'll have the support. As far as I remember, the testing, all those things, kind of the other half of the development goes to this Indian team. So still good, but that felt really bad for the studio, Indian Ubisoft studio. It's like
Yes.
not trusting on your entire division felt really bad.
Well, yeah. I mean that's a scummy move, but as long as they don't lay any of us off, it's good. Yeah. Should be
I
happy for that.
agree. Yeah,
In
yeah,
this day and age, it's happy. It's happy days if you're not laid off. It seems.
yeah,
But anyways, yeah. So in due time, I think Ubisoft will make an announcement regarding this.
yeah, yeah.
And apparently, even uh, despite many people being against it, the new Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown has actually been quite interesting and successful. Ubisoft has even issued a thank you note to its players. They haven't disclosed how much copies they have sold, but apparently it's pretty good for some people, and some people don't like it, obviously. But anyways, Hungry says for Until Dawn, a Bandersnatch type Netflix movie would be very cool. I mean, if Netflix still has any money,
Oh my God, that would be awesome. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, as long as if Netflix has any money left, that is, they're still spending it on so many things, and I don't know if they're getting any returns with it, but we'll see. Anyways,
I think when the Bandersnatch movie released, right, that felt so refreshing, so unique, so uh, interactive way you can watch a movie. It was never done before. I don't know. I don't think so. It was never done. Yeah, it was never done before. So felt very refreshing, and I loved it. I tried to get all the endings, but if I remember correctly, there were 26 endings or something, or I'm getting it confused with different thing, something else. But yeah, I heard there were so many endings, and I think there should be one director's vision, I suppose. Uh, I think when you are playing something, like when it comes to a crux point or when it comes to a deviation point, it should say, if you select this, it's deviating from the director's story or something. Maybe something like that, so that people can actually see what director want you to see, and then you can explore yourself around the story. But that's a feature I think Netflix might look into, I suppose, with more of these interactive ones.
well, Hungry Wolf says that Netflix has added 13 million subscribers last quarter. Oh, but
And they lost mine. They lost mine. We used to share, man. We used to be four friends strictly to us. We had 26 letters password so that nobody would even guess it. So just four members of us, and we had it pretty good, man. We were just within four of us, and it was working pretty good. If Netflix India brought the password sharing like it did with US, I would have continued. No doubt in that. But not bringing that password sharing feature to India like it did with US, like pay extra, but it's okay. We are good with that. Uh, but yeah, making it completely not worth taking, man. I think they need to bring out the Indian subscriber count, I suppose. I don't think it would be many of the people would be at mobile version or the basic version right now.
Yeah,
That's once you get used to 4K, you can't go back to that 720p or HD versions, man. It's very bad. That's why I just gave up on that.
well, there are a few things I wish to say about
High
this.
seas, since then high seas.
Yeah, one thing I want to say about that is, good thing I haven't watched anything in 4K yet. My
Oh,
TV,
okay.
and apparently, like most Indian households, if it ain't broke, don't buy a new one. S- Same thing with my
Yeah.
TV. I just got it back in 2019, I guess. Yeah, it's 2019.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know if I've told the story before, but I think I
You
have.
did.
Yes,
You did.
yes, you remember. So I told you. Huh? But yeah, I mean, that time if it was a smart TV or something and 4K ish, I would have survived. But I got a regular 1080p TV. And of course, until this thing completely dies, I won't get a new one. But I don't know if someone jinxed it or I jinxed it. But because since last night it's been flickering a little bit, like it's
Okay.
been going dim and bright out of the ordinary. And I'm like, okay, something's
Do the
wrong.
age-old method. Just hit the TV.
Oh no, man.
Give it one thumper.
No, man. I do not trust these old walls and this bracket also. So
Ah, okay.
last thing I want is for my TV to fall on my consoles. So
Well,
my consoles are more precious to me than my TV. So I'm not going to take that risk. But anyways, yeah. Regarding this, I don't think Netflix is will be readily showing how many people left the service. Also,
yeah,
I think,
yeah. All their stock price would tank if they do that. Yeah. So
and also I think the reason that many new people have joined is because many people must have been like, you cannot share anymore, but I have money, maybe I'll subscribe, and they must have subscribed.
yeah, the basic one or this mobile smartphone only one.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it could be. So that's it. And it's moving on. Nintendo will be uploading a special The Legend of Zelda Orchestra concert on YouTube on February 9th. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll mark that date on my calendar to watch it. Let's see how that goes. Anyways, Hungry Wolf has something to say. 4K is 8.3 megapixels. Your eyes can see everything in 576 megapixels. That I know. But then again, my 506 megapixels have been reduced quite a lot. Hence, I'm wearing glasses. So, yeah.
So yeah, to see it at 576, I suppose. So yeah,
Uh,
compensating.
yeah, I mean, I'm not a guy who's too big into megapixels and 4K. I haven't experienced it myself. Maybe when I do, I might not go back. But for now, I'm still a 1080p guy. Full HD every day.
Full
Let's
HD.
moving on. Fantastic. The developer of the day before
Oh my God.
said that the game was a victim of a hate campaign by certain bloggers, and that's why the game failed. Wow.
Oh
The,
yeah,
the
that
amount.
was very bad thing to say, I suppose. Yeah, I was like, man, your game had nothing to offer. But sure, man, if he wants to just make himself the victim, he's playing the victim card and he's blaming all these, what do you say, certain bloggers. So that's why the game failed.
Hmm.
Oh my. Every blogger hated your game and not just certain bloggers.
Even
But hate campaign and I don't know, man. That's a very bad game. So,
even
yeah,
YouTubers such as the Rat Brad, I guess, he refunded the game, and even a big YouTuber he refunded a game. I don't
yeah,
think you need any more big negative press than that itself. So,
yeah,
yeah. Anyways, whatever makes him sleep well at night, I guess. So, anyways,
yeah.
moving on. So, from the Van Gogh Museum, 4 employees were suspended mid-December due to misconduct during the Van Gogh X Pokemon exhibition. So, Pokemon had an exhibition at the Van Gogh Museum, and 4 of the
Yeah.
employees were suspended. And apparently, one of those employees was caught embezzling a box of Pokemon cards. Wow.
Oh my God, the Pokemon cards. Yeah, the ever love of most of the nerds out there. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. and it's Van Gogh. It's so cute. Have you seen the Pikachu Van Gogh
Yeah,
painting?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh my God, I would just hang it 80-inch in my home if I could. That was so beautiful, man. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
and Angry Wolf has a comment. He says, "See, Yashwant is one of those bloggers."
I wish I'm a blogger, man. I wish I'm a blogger. I mean, if we have all the time and people who could write a blog, why not? I'll just set up icg.com as ign.com, and then icg.in would be more appropriate. So we'll blog the domain and all those things going forward. But who knows? In future, maybe.
Yeah. As of now, Yashwant is only a Twitterati.
Twitter.
Sounds
Yeah,
so
and staying away from Discord is my good thing.
sounds so Italian. Twitterati. Twitterati.
Twitter. Yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, I mean, Pokemon cards are a very addicting thing because I myself have had, I don't know, 300 plus Pokemon cards when I was small, and
Ah, good, good.
my mother saw that it was becoming a huge addiction for me, and one day she decided to just throw them all away.
Throw them all away.
One of the saddest days in my life, but yeah,
I-
it was for the best, I guess. Growing up, it is for the best, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, but then again, I started playing Game Boy Pokemon games, so I'm like, okay, no problem. I can
yeah.
actually see the Pokemon more now.
Yeah. As the world says, if a window has been closed, another window is opened,
Yeah,
kind of thing. A door is closed and then a window is opened. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Anyways, moving on. As of March 28, 2024, the story of near reincarnation will conclude with the release of the finale reincarnation. The studio regrets to
Mm.
inform that following the finale, the app service will terminate as of April 29, 2024. And with this, there is both a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing is for people who actually played this game, they feel very bad because this is their only real connection still with the Nier series, as in Nier
Mhm.
Replicant and Nier Automata. Automata is Automata. That's the way Yoko Taro says. But anyways, yeah. But on the other side, there are people who are like, okay, once this is gone, we get a proper sequel to Nier Automata, a proper big game in
Yeah.
the Nier series. So Yoko Taro can cook again. So some people are excited about it. So yeah, it's not all. It's not. Uh,
All gloomy.
yes, it's
Yeah.
not all gloomy. There's still some silver lining over there.
Yep.
Anyways, moving on. Speaking of finales and stuff, Nintendo is shutting down the online servers for the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U on April 8th, 2024. For those of you who are still playing on those devices. Yes,
Yep.
interesting. Well, and with that, I will conclude with most of the news that has come out in the week, which is all that we could actually even find. The rest was just Palworld after Palworld after Palworld. I mean, after I put all of them together, I had to erase everything and put them all into smaller paragraphs so it would be easier to.
Oh my God. Yeah. We have an entire page with Palworld, man. That's so
Exactly.
sick.
Yeah, so, anyways, I'll just read out what all I've shortened out. So, Palworld has sold over 8 million copies in less than 6 days. Huge feat. Huge feat.
Yeah.
They have sold what? 4 million more copies than Street Fighter 6? 4, no, not 4.
In way less than time.
5 million copies. So, 5 million copies more than Street Fighter 6. Wow. And I mean, someone tweeted and they were making fun of the fact that I think Insomniac or Sony posted a tweet saying, "Thank you for the 2.2 million sales of Spider Man within the first day or first 3 days. Meanwhile, Palworld over here with more than 4 million sales within 40 hours." And
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, so, anyways, I mean, this is a amazing, amazing number for a game that's still in like an early access kind of situation. The game is not completely complete yet. It can still get updates over time to make it more immersive and stuff.
Or else be shut down by tomorrow by Nintendo.
That's always the case. It's always Nintendo's always
Yeah.
is like that shady guy who's stalking you from the corner, always watching
Very,
you.
very protective of their IP. Yeah.
I know, right now I'm just imagining Nintendo like that sort of incognito guy that shows up when you open the incognito tab on the top corner of your Chrome.
Ah, right, right.
That's like Nintendo looking at everything that they're doing. Oh, I know your secrets. I'm watching very carefully. Anyways, yeah, moving on. So, Palworld has reached over 2 million concurrent players and has surpassed the all-time concurrent player count for games like Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, and even Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah,
It's the sixth game which has reached 1 million concurrent players on Steam, and it is now the second biggest paid game on Steam. Just goes to show that people still pay for games even if they are free. In fact, it
yeah,
is the number one game in Xbox Game Pass in places like Germany and stuff.
yeah.
So that goes to show what it is. And it seems like it still has a little bit more. It has one more record to do, I guess. It needs just another 1 million players more to dethrone PUBG, which is at number one with 3.25 million concurrent players. So yeah, another one point.
Personally, I don't think it will ever beat PUBG. PUBG was a craze, which I don't think is will be dethroned until GTA 6 is what I'm assuming. If anything is going to dethrone PUBG, it's going to be GTA 6. That's I'm 100% sure. If GTA 6 can't do the concurrent players to beat PUBG, nothing will.
Yeah, but then again, for that we have to wait till like maybe another year or two. So,
2 years, yeah. Yeah,
anyways, yeah, just another 1.26, 1.250001 more player left, I guess. So, anyways, moving on, the developer of Palworld, sorry, called Pocket Pair, have announced an early access roadmap for Palworld already. So, besides addressing the critical issues and improving some other stuff that they will be working on, the new content that they plan on pushing out to the game is more new pals, islands, and tech. They're going to be improving the Xbox version because the Xbox version still has game preview in brackets when you want to download it.
yeah.
And then raid bosses will be available. PvP is going to be coming, and there's another more PvP just for pals.
For
So
pals.
Pokemon battles anyone. So yeah,
Oh
uh,
yeah, that's for sure, man. Yeah,
that is the PvP for pals. So they can't say Pokemon battles. It's PvP for pals. Yes.
pals.
And there's going to be crossplay also enabled sometime in the future. So regardless of your platform, you'll be able to play. But then again, it's only available on two platforms. So I don't know what the heck they're talking about. But yeah, I mean, uh, they did say that. I think it's last week or something. I don't know. Someone said that uh, they they want Pocket Pair to make Pal World come to PS. So I don't know if they're going to bring crossplay. I think they might bring it to PS. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
moving on. So Pocket Pair has been accused of plagiarism and also the usage of AI. I've been waiting to hear this news for a long time. I mean, it was written on the wall. It was obviously going to happen. So someone has accused them
Yeah.
of plagiarism and usage of AI and all that stuff. And before I continue, Angry says, "Wow, PUBG got that record 6 years ago before it went free to play." That's how crazy it is, man.
I agree. Yeah.
It's a crazy world. Anyways, moving on, the CEO of Pocket Pair has denied the allegations against Palworld and against the discussions of stolen Pokemon designs. He also said that he also said that people have been sending him death threats, and I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Maybe his pal is not good with the guns. Hey
Maybe.
man, don't nerf the game or something like that, or give this sorry, Pokemon, not Pokemon, pal, the better guns, I suppose. So, I mean, it's right on the nose, man. What are you looking for? It's so visible. Are you saying okay? It could be one pal or two pal or three pals that are apparently coincide with the Pokemon, but every single pal is just a copy or bro, just copy my game but do it in a different way kind of vibe the entire pal world gives. So that's a best example for yeah, copy it but do it in your own way.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
That's the one.
Yeah, here's my
I
homework.
don't know, man.
It's
Yeah,
that, it's that meme. It's that meme. Like, here's the homework. Copy it, but make some changes so that the teacher does not notice. Palworld is
Nature
a
does not
changes.
know it. Yeah.
So
They even kept the
yeah,
Pokemon, Pal, all those things. Yeah, it's so apparent. I think if they had something like Pikachu, because Pikachu is more recognizable and more widely known a Pokemon. It's like when you think about Pokemon, the first thing you think about is Pikachu. So I haven't seen much comparisons with Pikachu. I didn't even see it one, I suppose. So
well,
maybe.
that's the part of the second news I have. Apparently,
Okay, okay, okay.
Nintendo has filed a takedown request against the Palworld Pokemon mod. Apparently,
There is a
yeah,
mod on PC. Yes, yes,
a
yes.
modder actually changed the pals into actual Pokemon. So Nintendo's
And
like,
there
no,
was Ash
no,
Ketchum as well. Yeah.
yeah. That's like, no, you took it too far. Take him down first.
Yeah.
We'll take
Take
down
it down.
Palworld itself. So, yeah. In fact, the Pokemon company made an official statement saying that they
Yeah.
will investigate if Palworld has actually stolen intellectual property or assets from Pokemon or not. So yeah, it was coming. We
That
knew
was
it was coming.
given. That was coming. Everybody saw that coming from a mile away. It's not a surprise.
Only thing that's surprising,
Nintendo.
only thing that's surprising is the fact that people are surprised that Nintendo has actually taken this long to even put out an official announcement statement.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. They took so long to put an announcement. Maybe they were quite taking it slow because of the success of the game, because they don't want to be looked as a negative corporation when you have such a huge visibility from the game. It's like everybody is loving that, everybody is praising about that, and then you come out and say that, hey, I'm gonna take it down. So FYI, they don't want to come right out and say that, right? They want to be as sensitive to the situation as they can, not to be on the wrong side of the gamers. So they're like, yeah, we are investigating kind of thing. So it's like, for sure, we are going to take this down kind of vibe, but in a different way.
Yeah. Since he says the designs are like mixture of two Pokemons rather than, or some just resemble only one. So I mean, obviously they can't like making
Yeah,
Pokemon
yeah,
designs itself is very hard. So it won't be surprised. But then again, from this thing, what you have to take out is the fact that one of the reasons why this is so successful is because it's finally scratching the itch that many Pokemon players have been having for a long time.
exactly.
They
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
a big screen Pokemon game where it's open world. You go out in the world. Every Pokemon is there where you directly approach it in 3D. You fight it, throw a Pokeball at it, catch
with
it.
your bare hands as well.
Yes, and then you bring it back to your camp. It works alongside you and everything. It's never
It's a
inside.
slave.
It's never inside your Pokeball at all times. And yeah, I mean, it's expected. If finally someone comes and does it, Nintendo's like, no, 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 we're not letting you do that. Anyways, CHY32 has joined us. He's like, hey guys, hi Abdul, hi Yesvanth. Hey man, thank you for
Hey,
joining the
hey,
podcast.
CSY, thank you for joining, man.
Yeah, so the thing is, people actually want Nintendo to look at this from their perspective and be like, okay, so the fans want this type of game. We should make this
Yeah,
kind of game. But they're like,
exactly.
no, no, they're stealing from us. Time to shut them down. So, man, we can't do anything about it. I mean,
There's years and years of games worth with that IP, man. I think Pal World is the ultimate evolution of Pokemon, I suppose, in the what 10 years, 50 years, 20 years, they want to get there, but they don't want to get there because they won't have anything new to do once they get there, I suppose. So they are like, yeah, let's just hold off. That's our end game. Let's just get there incrementally.
what more can they do? I mean, they already have a decent enough sized open world experience with the
Yeah,
Nintendo
yeah,
Switch. Now you just have to push it in more powerful hardware and make it more open world, make it
I
seem more
agree.
possible.
Yeah,
It's actually more possible for them to do it now than before. In fact, many of the times when like I think 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I'm not sure. But back when Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, and when the original Pokédex from like the original Pokemon were not available, they were like, "What the hell is wrong with you people? Why is this
yeah,
not
yeah.
possible?" And then they were like, Nintendo did not give any official statement or something, but many developers and other people were like, It's because they have already, made these sprites in 3D with all the animations, everything prepared only for these many things. But to do so for all of those old 600, 700, 800 plus Pokemon will be too much time consuming, and will use too much resources, too much money, and too much stuff. So they can't be bothered to do it. And because Palworld does not have 800, 900,000 plus pals to work on, they can do it. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Anyways, Hungry Wolf says, when you think of a hardcore ultra badass video game character, who comes into your mind? Good question.
That's a very good question. Well, I played very few games, and the badass character. Huh. That's a very good. That's a very good question. I don't know, man. I can't think of one badass character that comes to my mind.
I
Oh
don't
wow.
know. I don't know. I think
I'm
maybe
surprised you. I'm surprised you can't think of one. I have very less knowledge. I've just played handful of games. I'm surprised it's taking this long for you. That should not be
say
taking this long for you.
there's a difference where you struggle to think of answers when you have very limited games, and you also struggle to think
And when you
when you have
have
too many games.
too many.
Exactly.
Actually, okay. That's a good point. Fair.
Yes. And look who's here. Pepper Onion Soup is here. Hey, Pepper Onion Soup, thank you for joining the podcast. Also, thank you.
Hey man. Hey pepperoni and soup. Thank you for joining.
Yes, and also thank you for the heads up. I fixed the Discord link on YouTube so anyone can click it and join the server. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for pointing it out. Yeah, yeah, I still blame Yashwant for changing that. But yeah, anyways, moving on. I've badass this thing. Maybe Kratos. Okay, he's just a guy very high on testosterone in the first three games, and now he's more mellow and stuff, and he's still badass and stuff and all that. But I feel like Dante from the Devil May Cry series is also quite a badass character. And
Okay.
second one is the pick that Aishwarya has also said, Alex Mercer from Prototype. He's also quite badass. I mean, he's like the anti-hero. You can't even see anti-hero. He's pretty much more of a villain. By the time the second game came out, he was the villain. So yeah, it is. Yeah, and then
Good.
Sage Wise says, I think of Vaz from Far Cry 3. That's also nice. Yeah. Do you know what's the
Hmm.
definition of insanity? That is that is
Okay.
that is awesome.
His catchphrase or his trade
Yeah, it is.
word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he says. Do you know the meaning of insanity? It's doing the same
Ah, nice.
thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That is quite an iconic line from him, man. And so yeah,
Okay.
I mean, but he is not the protagonist, but still a villain to have quite a very famous phrase. Is awesome, yeah. As Aishwarya says, since you played handful, it would have been easier for you, Yashwant. And
Oh no, man, badass. Yeah, the first thing I thought of was Joel. But yeah, so I just played Uncharted, and then The Last of Us, and then Limbo, and then the Enter the Gungeon, and few puzzle games here and there, and of course Dark Souls. I was trying to think of a very hard boss to beat, but all of the bosses are very hard to beat. So. Uh, but the one thing I liked, one of the boss that like basically felt so cool was in Dark Souls 3. I think um, it's the jailer or somebody, man. If you before you enter into the dungeons, it's there. There are two people, I think. Yeah, that fight felt he felt very agile and very badass. Actually, that section of the Dark Souls felt very well choreographed. I would say his movements. I liked how he flung the big sword and all those things. The animation felt very good. I don't remember the name, but it was before you enter catacombs. Yeah, before you enter the catacombs, you defeat this boss. Yeah, that was my very badass character, I would say.
okay, a very important question to you from my side, Yashwant. When are we going to
Mhm.
play Dark Souls 3?
Dark Souls 3. Here's the podcast. Here's the in on Dark Souls 3 mentioned for the podcast. Yes. Why not? I am free tomorrow. Let's do it after podcast, man. I'm not tired. I'm not free. I'm free tomorrow. Let's do it after the podcast. If possible, let's stream it.
Okay, that's quite an interesting take, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Anyways, pepper onion soup choice is Geralt of Rivia for him. And for Hungry Wolf, it
Mm-hmm.
will either be Asura or Doom Guy. Yeah, his six pack and all.
Mm.
Pepper onion soup also says Master Chief or Shepherd. And of course, I also agree with Asura. That guy is crazy. He just destroys a guy who's the size of the planet. So yeah. And then of course CHY has taken this opportunity to make a remark at you, Yashwant. He's like Yashwant might say Mario as the most
Oh my God. I would have been happy if you had said Bowser, but you had to say Mario.
right, he's badass.
He's badass. Sure, sure, he's badass. Oh my
Uh,
God, the Mario movie, and they focused more on comedy than, but yeah, Chris Pratt, what did you expect? But yeah, but there we go. It's a May Mario. I don't think I will ever see Mario as badass.
yeah. Anyways, Aisha says the other one was the protagonist from God Hand. Oh my god, thank you for reminding me of that guy. That guy was epic, man. God Hand. We got the devil and also. Sensiper also came out with another awesome one, Radon. General Radon from Elden Ring. Oh my god, that guy.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he was sort of nerfed. He's okay now, but I think at the start of the game he was very, very difficult for people.
yeah.
CHY also with another great one, Dahaka from Prince of Persia. Oh my god, that guy put fear into my little teenage
Oh,
heart. I mean, whenever the music comes in and you hear the rumbling and you're like, oh
the
my god,
PTSD.
the camera rolls and oh my god, it's that thing. Run from that bloody monster. He's chasing you down. But then again,
Oh, that is so badass. Okay.
if they're remaking or anything, they should definitely make Warrior within a remake, man. It definitely needs it. We need Dahaka in 4K 60 FPS.
4K
More
60
terror,
FPS.
more terror. Yeah, anyways, Pepper Onion Soup says badass boss Arthas from WoW. Of course, Arthas. I mean, I still to this day think that the opening video for World of Warcraft Rise of the Lich King is still bang on. Arthas is just perfect in that. It's just so awesome. But yeah. And Aishwarya says Kirby can be a badass, but Mario never. I mean, that's true. Kirby eats
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Well, he uses a swear word, but I won't say it. But that
yeah.
guy eats everyone with a smile. Real insanity. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, real insanity. That is good one. Yeah, real insanity.
I mean, I've seen recent gameplay footage of some recent Kirby game, and he eats an entire fridge and he starts shooting out soda from his mouth. He shoots out those beverage cans at his enemies. I'm like, what? Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough. It's Kirby. It's bound to happen.
Kirby.
And I usually ask when Fall Guys. Sometime soon, man. Everyone is currently on the GTA Online train, so maybe that. Anyways, Hungry Lulu says Until Dawn starring Chris Pratt. Ready? Maybe.
I
I'll
don't
just.
think so. They are teenagers, right? So Chris Pratt is. We are safe. Maybe we are not safe from Tom Holland yet. So hoping that he won't.
Yes, Aisha says I just hope I don't sleep until dawn and I watch a movie of a game that was a movie in itself. I mean, yeah, take Final Fantasy 16 for example. You play a little bit and suddenly you're stuck in a half an hour cutscene. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, and Hungry Wolf with another artist is a very famous quote succeeding you, father.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when I played World of Warcraft for the first time, I didn't understand about, okay, Arthas is a very cool bad guy and this and that, but he's still talking father, this and that. And it's only when I played those old RTS World of Warcraft games, I think World of Warcraft 3, that's where they had Arthas and how he became a villain. And I saw that, I'm like, okay, now Arthas is really a big badass. But yeah. Anyways, that was a cool question. Thank you for
And,
asking that.
I think before we move on, because that's a good question, I want to bring that same question for the movies as well. I'm an avid movie fan. I watch incredibly a lot of movies every single day in my life. My question would be, what is your badass movie character? For me, I'll start. For me, it's the Javier Bardem from No Country for Old Men. Oh my God, that every single thing. The first time, that's the first character I think of. It's most badass. And even at the, I don't want to spoil, but yeah, that guy is. It scares me. He just comes with what do you say, a vacuum pump, I suppose, right? Yeah, his weapon is a vacuum pump, man. Javier Bardem from the No Country for Old Man scares the hell out of me, man. Most badass character, I would say.
Yeah, before I say mine, Pepper and Soup says one more he wants to add is Garosh Hell Scream. Who the hell is that? I've never heard of him before. But yeah, and according to him, this movie characters for movie regarding movies for him is Darth Vader and Hannibal Lecter. Well, for me personally,
Hannibal Lecter. Ah, Clarice. Ah, yes, yes, yes. For sure, I see, I see. Yeah, yeah.
for me the most badass would have to be definitely be Godzilla.
Godzilla. Oh my God, how can it? Of course, yeah. If it has to be a human, if it has to be a human character,
Oh my god.
I mean, with hands and limbs, a human.
Um, I would
It's a
choose.
monster. It's a literal monster. Of course, it's badass.
I would choose Eddie Brock, the Venom version. Tom Hardy,
Ah, okay, 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 okay. Tom Hardy. Nice, nice, nice.
Venom, yeah. And then
It was
actually
good.
says Nasiruddin Shah of Wednesday. Ah, yes, that is good. That is a good movie. I think you've not seen that film. I'm guessing.
Wednesday. If the movie name is a Wednesday, no,
Yeah,
I
it's a Hindi
don't
movie.
think.
It's a Hindi movie. It's very nice. I saw the Tamil version of it. In fact, after watching the Tamil version only, I realized it was from a English movie. I mean, sorry, a Hindi movie.
In the movie,
But
okay.
in Tamil, it was Kamal Hassan and it was called Unnai Pol One. But yeah, it was good. Yeah, I like that. And Hungry Wolf has another great one, Aragon. Aragon. I mean, Aragon was awesome
Oh,
from Lord of the
Aragon.
Rings.
Ah,
And maybe for me,
yes.
maybe Gandalf the Grey,
Gandalf the Grey. Fly you fools. The Gandalf the
Fly
White.
Fools. You
Becomes the Gandalf the White. Yeah.
right.
Oh my God. Every character. I think Lord of the Rings has potential to have so many badass characters. I agree. Yeah. Oh my God. Legolas is a badass character, and oh God, yes. Lord of the Rings. You can literally. Oh, for sure, man. That's a very good one. Aragorn, and then yes, badass characters for sure.
You shall not pass.
Pass. Oh wow. Yes.
Um, I mean, I really miss it. You know, I came to, I joined school here in, I think, 8th or something.
Hmm.
So I really missed having these references with friends back in Dubai because,
Okay.
we only used to watch English movies here. Many people don't even know about it. So,
At that
like,
time, yes, yes.
so
Yeah.
like back then, whenever we were like, we'll fail an exam or something, we'll just be like, okay, we are all gonna fail. Maybe the teacher will be like, you shall not
Shall
pass.
not pass.
But I cannot say the same thing to my friends, and they'll be like, why should I not pass? I think I'll pass, man. I did well.
I get that. I get that. Yes, yes. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, I think pop culture references is what we hold dear to ourselves.
exactly.
That's what takes us back to our childhood, the nostalgia. I mean, I binged a lot of the Rings, Hobbit, all the six movies. I think to one day, more than a day, just had to take rest a bit. But yeah, it was a good binge with family, and they were like at the end of the sixth movie, they were like asking questions and becoming professors in those movies. Yeah, I was so happy. I was so proud of my family at that time.
Ah, man, I wish it was the same as that, man. But thing is, I try to watch Lord of the Rings with my family. We were watching Fellowship of the Ring. First 15 minutes, actually, four of us were watching. Within the first 15 minutes, only one person was left watching, and that was me.
Oh God, okay.
So I
I
decided,
mean, with my film, I get very, what do you say, protective of the film, and then I was like, you have to sit. I will explain you. You will get into it. Just give it 30 minutes, and you will get into the zone. I get there.
yeah, I mean, but I also did the same thing as you. I binge watched all three Lord of the Rings films in one go in one day. I only stopped for lunch and
But
breakfast and also bathroom breaks, but other than that, non-stop. Oh, those were
Thought so.
golden days. Anyways,
Golden
from the
days. Yeah.
comments we have Aishwarya saying Lex Luthor from Flashpoint Paradox. Hungry Wolf
Uh,
says Kyochio. Kyochio, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but that's his name from Seven Samurai. Pepper and Soup says Dark Side. Aishwarya Bharate says
hmm.
Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Oh my God, I'm a huge Office fan, man. My ringtone, my phone ringtone is the Office theme song. I'm a huge Office fan, man. It's so good series. Badass. He is badass. He is literally badass, man. I'll say that. Yes.
And CHI says last stream Yashwant said he is a cinephile. Now it's your chance, Abdul. You know what to do. What should I do?
Yeah.
Please tell me what to do. Right. Angry Wolf says I can't carry it for you,
Absolutely.
but I can carry you. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Is that a pun for something? Actually, once
No,
again,
maybe it's a movie line, I suppose.
possible. And
I
then
don't know.
Magneto
Yeah.
says, sorry, Aishwarya says Magneto, the old and the new one from the X Men movies. Yeah, and then PS5
Ah,
Playground is said,
Magneto
hello
was
guys.
good. Yeah.
PS5 Playground says, hello guys, how are you both? We are doing great, man. Thank you for joining the podcast.
Hey,
Bit,
hey, PS5 Playground. Thank you for joining,
yeah,
man.
bit late, but we are not done yet. In fact, we got sort of
Yeah.
sidetracked with these important questions.
Yeah, that's what we say. Come in for the gaming news. I get sidetracked with the things that we just love
Uh,
about, man. Yeah, it's an
exactly.
informal podcast, and we just talk about what we love.
Right. Angry says, it's that iconic line that Sam says to Frodo. He says when he carries him the last few steps of the way into
Ah,
that
yes,
wood.
yes, 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 yes,
I
yes,
can't
yes,
carry it
yes,
for you,
yes.
but I
Good
can
one, good
carry
one.
you. Yes.
Harry, you. That's a very good iconic line.
I
Yes,
feel like we all need a friend like Sam. Yeah.
we all.
Yes. But the only thing is, we should all not be as fat as. We should not be fat. It'll be very hard on him. But yeah, anyways, Angrul says, I still watch the extended edition trilogy every year and read all the books. Great for you, man.
Oh man, I'll say one thing. I got the audio books. I purchased the audio books, and I'm thinking to go through them. I don't know who the author is, but I saw one version of it is good, or there are multiple versions. I don't know, but I just saw the best audio book for the Lord of the Rings because I couldn't. I'm a huge fan of the movies, and I wanted to, and I don't have the attention span, I suppose, because I've listened the audiobooks for entire Harry Potter twice. So that's the way I read books, I suppose. So I thought, okay, this should be my next audiobook collection, and I purchased it, and I will start very soon, I suppose. So I listen to audiobooks when I go for a jog, and that's the best time for me.
Yes. So Yashwant is staying fit. Very good. At least one of us
Yeah.
is. Anyways, CHY says Abdul got a fresh cut. Nice. Thank you very much, CHY. You have proved you're my number one fan because you're the only one to notice it. Yeah.
Notice it. Exactly. Oh my God. CH532 for the win. Yeah.
Yes. As your fan, I will rise up and clap. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Moving on. If you guys heard, like in the last podcast, we were talking about Piranha Bytes just sort of having a no go for the next project. But apparently, they have come and put out a statement themselves regarding the rumors about the closure. They have come to say, yes, it's true. We, Piranha Bytes, are in a difficult situation. There's a lot of news about us circulating right now, and this is our answer. Don't write us off yet, which means
Yeah.
don't do it now. Wait for a few months, we'll be gone. Who knows? That's the thing. But, anyways, moving on to the segment I hate the most in the podcast, the layoffs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, first and foremost, People Can Fly. The studio, that's the name of a studio, People Can Fly.
Studio.
Very creative guys, yeah.
Yeah.
They laid off over 30 people who worked on an unannounced title for Square Enix. That's sad. Anyways, Black Forest Games, the makers of Destroy All Humans 1 and 2 remake, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin, have laid off around 50 people, which is 50%
Yeah.
of its workforce. So they only 100 people are working in the studio and they laid off half of the studio. Damn.
Yeah, and such a big popular. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. The premise. I mean, the first poster which was released, right? It was so unique and promising from what I saw, and it's just to think that it might have been coming from a people of 100, from a studio of 100 people. Now down to 50 people. It's so disheartening. I don't know what to say, but I'm sorry for those people. I think they should get new jobs as soon as possible. But man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the studio behind that, it's so sad for that.
Yeah, CH Vetter says I can't listen to audiobooks. Don't know why, but I always prefer real books. Yes, I also prefer physical or digital. But so CH
Hey,
says,
wait! Coming to that, I have the entire book collection of Harry Potter. I purchased the books. I purchased the audiobooks. I gave the books to my sister. She loves reading the books. I don't know. I didn't try it. I suppose I just read one chapter and it was evening. I had a headache and then I fell asleep. Since then, I thought maybe the books are not for me. I should give it a try. I have the books, so why not? But yeah, I should give it a try. Maybe I like it. But since then, I thought I could save time and I could get into my love of Harry Potter more. You know what? When I first heard the more stories from the audiobook, I literally had tears in my eyes. I was like, "Oh my God, there is so much story in this book." The movies didn't do justice to the books. I really felt that, and yeah. I mean, yes, I agree. I want to get into the books reading, but it's slow steps, I suppose.
yes. CH also says a reminder for Yeshwant. There are some special effect sounds to play occasionally.
Visual
Yes.
effect. Right. I do. Yeah, I keep forgetting about this, man. Yes. Special
Yes.
sound effects.
And Aishwarya says, I have read Harry Potter in English and Hindi both. Oh, kudos to you, man.
Oh
Reading,
wow, man, that's awesome. That's really awesome, bro. Was it? Did you feel the same intensity? Did you feel the connected when you were reading the Hindi version? Was it translated properly, or did you feel it was a half-hearted work kind of thing?
yes.
I'm interested. I see that. I mean, it's so popular. No, every child from our age will know who Harry Potter is. So, uh, I mean, people will say it's too soon for the series, but as a fan, I nothing is too much, man. As long as it's good, as long as they don't degrade the quality of the series, I'm just happy to get more Harry Potter content, man. I'm just there is so much stuff in Pottermore as well that could be explored in the Harry Potter TV series that books didn't cover because now we have the Pottermore websites. The more insights into the backstories, the all the things, the tidbits of how it is made, and all the lore expanded. I mean, there is so much potential with this Harry Potter series that HBO can do. I sincerely hope they bring good director Christopher Columbus and Alfonso Cuarón did the best, and David Yates. I mean, I didn't hate his movies, but he lowered the capacity of the Harry Potter movies to such an extent that it's a magical movie, man. It's a magical fantasy. You made it just talking and talking and talking. So I mean, I never hated it, but David Yates could have done better. So, but Chris Columbus and Alfonso Cuarón's movies, the first three movies, damn good, man. Yes, for the movies as it can be, leaving some of the parts, but yeah, hoping they cover everything in the series. I'm just geeking out about the Harry Potter. Yes, fan.
Yes. Meanwhile, CHO says childhood plus Harry Potter is a blessing. Yes. Meanwhile,
I agree. Yes. Yep.
adulthood plus J.K. Rowling is controversy. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sad life.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is life.
Don't. Harry Potter is more than J.K. Rowling, man. It's its own thing now. Like how ICG is more than Ishwan. Nobody should even know who I am behind the scenes. If I want, I would want it to be Abdul and Bilal for ICG. That's how
Same.
good they're making it. So, yeah, Harry Potter should be the same thing. It should be the directors and the story writers for that part of the section. It's more than J.K. Rowling, man. It's big. It's its own thing now.
Yes. And Aishwarya says books are fun. I hated the movies after reading them. Obviously, that's the case with everybody.
Yes. Everybody is feeling, yes.
I mean, it was for me one of the books I really loved was the Aragon series. And after the first movie launched, people
Ah, the
hated.
dragon, the inheritance cycle.
Yes,
That's actually I thought I'll cover the Harry Potter first, the Lord of the Rings audiobooks, and then I'll cover the inheritance cycle
second.
audiobooks later. That's my what do you say, listen list.
Yeah, list, here list or whatever list there is. Anyways, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, those were actually the book series that I was very excited and actually bought the books immediately as soon as they were available in store and what I read all of them.
yeah, yeah.
And after the movie came out, they just ruined it so bad that fans
They
did not
ruined
want.
it so bad. Yeah,
Both the
yeah.
fans and the author don't want another movie out of it. So I mean, yeah, movies tend to ruin a lot of the stuff from the book.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on. Aishwarya says this leads me to read more books and made me fall in love with books, anime, manga, and web novels.
Ah, yes, yes. Yeah.
And also feels that the same injustice has been done to the Dan Brown movies. Well, actually, the books, but yeah, the movies are horrible.
Yep.
That is the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and Inferno. I like the fact they had Tom Hanks in it, but other than that, meh.
Yeah.
And CHY says, glad you watched the movie before reading the books, else it would have been a bad experience. And
I agree. Yes.
CHY 32 says, Abdul R. Bilal putting everything into ICG. Thank you very much. When we have the time, we still
Yep.
do that. And Aishwarya says, unfortunately, I read Deathly Hollows before the movie. I hate the ending with all my heart.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Yes, yes. There are so many deviations from the book. The collecting of the tears, but in the books, it was just the way Slughorn gave it, and then breaking the Elder Wand instead of putting it back in Dumbledore's tomb. I hated those two. I think it's more effective, I suppose, just breaking it, be done with it. But maybe because the Cursed Child book was so I don't I mean it felt like it was written by a completely different person, the Cursed Child book, right? Everybody's thinking about it. It's just so different, so out of the normal for J.K. Rowling to write it. So I don't know, maybe they'll retcon this and then they're like, hey, so just forget about that. This is our continuation to the actual Harry Potter story. I would be more happy, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe the series has that scope as well. Series has that freedom as well to expand on the Potter more. I would love to see the Dumbledore's rise to even no, even before the Fantastic Beasts bring a series, sure, and the Hogwarts founders. That's a big show you can have. Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, or Salazar Slytherin, and then um,
Godric Gryffindor.
Gryffindor, Godric Gryffindor. Yeah, so you can have a series of its own. There's so much potential, man. Come on. I think the WB chairman also, he also says that we are not using Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter to its fullest potential. I agree with him. So bring more of these, and I'll even be the first guy to be in the queue, I suppose, if you are having a theatrical release.
One thing I should be happy with Warner Brothers is the fact that they did not ruin Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings as much as Disney has ruined Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, Sanjay will,
The Force Awakening was a really good movie, man. It was really, really good. But the
yeah,
later two, it felt like completely different. I agree.
yes, Sanjay will says Cursed Child was a play written by someone else. Okay, interesting.
No, it's a
None
book.
of
It is a book written by J.K. Rowling, but the play is written by somebody else, and it's a success. From what I heard, it's a completely successful Broadway show, and um, I- um, that's very good. Yeah, I know.
and actually says it's just like the controversy that Sam and Frodo could have ridden the eagles to the volcano.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that is a very famous one. I mean, I've seen it many times.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
like when Gandalf says "Fly, you fools," basically he said, "Get the eagles and just fly to Mordor and get it done with." I mean, it was even there in
Uh,
this how it should have ended series on
how it
Beauty
should
and
have ended.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
just like
the Matt Pat also made a fly you fools theory as well, right? So
yeah,
I think he justified that fly you fools might not literally mean take the eagles. I suppose maybe uh, fly away from here or flee from here, something like that. It's a
yeah,
cry of scared cry, I suppose. But I don't know, man. We wouldn't have Lord of the Ring if it was just. It's the journey that matters, man. It's the
yes,
journey. It's not the destination.
yes, yes.
So yeah, we have so many good things to say.
Yes. Next thing is Angry Wolf says the play was turned into a book endorsed by Rowling. Interesting.
Okay, I thought she wrote the Cursed Child book and then it was a flop, but the uh, Broadway show is a complete thing and everybody loved that. But yeah, there are some spoilers. I don't know. Somebody spoil it for me, the Cursed Child, but I actually, if you're worried about fan fiction, right? There is this fan fiction called, I don't know, where Hermione marries Malfoy. I think so. And Malfoy is a good guy. In that fan fiction, the continuation of Harry Potter. So I forgot the name. The It's a very famous one actually. In the one of the best fan fiction in Harry Potter is that one. So and it's very gritty. Warn you, I will warn you. It's not for the faint of heart. It's very gritty. It deals with the adult matter. So if you don't want to be remembering Harry Potter in that way, don't, because I got the premise and I stopped. I don't want that. So, but
Hmm.
many people said that it's good. Uh, it's up to you.
Yes, internally they must have been screaming that their childhood has been ruined. But anyways, moving on. Aishwarya says one more badass character, Smaug from Hobbit. Ah, of course. Benedict
Yeah.
Cumberbatch. That was very nice. Smaug.
Smog. Yeah.
Anyways, moving
Smog.
on.
Yeah.
Recon Games, the makers of Ruiner, has laid off 60 to 70 people, which is around 80% of their workforce. They just started teasing their next game last year, but now that's gone. Anyways, Mike Yabara, I don't know how to pronounce that. Why do they have these names? Like, so I don't know. Mike Bara.
They don't translate well with English language alphabets, I suppose.
Yes, Mike. I just call him Bara. Mike Bara and Alan Adam are leaving Blizzard. So Blizzard's previously announced survival game has also been cancelled, but they are shifting some of the people working on it to one of the several promising new projects that Blizzard has in its early stages of development. And according to Bloomberg, Blizzard's survival game was called Odyssey and it was in development for 6 years. It was
Wow.
started in Unreal Engine and it was switched to Blizzard's Synapse engine, and it was like supposed to be a Rust or Minecraft sort of game with up to 100 players, and the developers had hoped that Microsoft would let them go back to Unreal Engine.
That is
Anyways,
so sad. Yeah.
speaking more on that topic, Microsoft's Matt Booty said in a note that Bara chose to leave his position as president of Blizzard. But in November at BlizzCon, Bara told a reporter that he wanted to stay for the long haul. He said, and I quote, "Someone will drag me out of Blizzard. That's how long I will be here." So, but it looks like it's just gone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Anyways, Riot is laying off 530 people. That is around 11% of its workforce. They want to
Wow.
focus more on League of Legends, Valorant, Teamfight Tactics, and Wild Rift. And the people who are affected are the Legend of Runeterra team and Riot Forge, which are the spin-off games. And then the last big news is that Microsoft has laid off 1,900 people from its video game workforce. And then Jess Gordon has tweeted saying that Microsoft has also shut down departments dedicated to bringing Xbox games to physical retail. Which if you see in
Oh
the
my.
digital only Xbox console leaks, well, you can get an idea of where Microsoft is going. In fact,
Yeah. Yeah.
Game, a retail chain called Game and Walmart are slowly removing any physical Xbox games from their stores. There will be only codes from now on. So sad state
That's
of
an
affairs,
unfortunate
guys.
trend. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we are the only people feeling bad for it, but many, as I've seen on Reddit, many people are like, we're already owning all our games digital anyway. Digital this, digital that. I'm like, and I keep thinking to myself, last generation, you people are so angry with Xbox for making DRM or digital only games and games that will only
Yeah.
connect to your account. You can't share your disc, blah, 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 blah. And now everyone is like, we are having games digital. What's the big deal? Blah, blah, blah. We can't help it, man. It is what it
Yeah.
is. The whole future is looking very bleak. I just hope that by the time the PS6 or something comes, I don't want it to be digital only. I'm like, no, man.
I
Anyway,
don't think so. Not at least for two more generation, they might not dare it, but nothing is guaranteed after that.
yeah. Because the thing about
Because the detached disk drive, they are testing the waters. It's so clear. It's so visible that they are doing this intentionally. Detachable disk drive is just to measure the water, man. It's just to see how would the community react and make this a default for PS6. Like that's the only way we are releasing one, and with the detachable disk drive. So and then after the next generation it's going to be digital only. And people will not, it's a gradual change, and a sudden change will get the backlash, but a gradual change might not. As of course there will be, but not as wide and big as the gradual change. So I'm just scared of that, man. The days where you'll collect, store it behind in your closet, and then just look at it and be proud of the games that you own might not be long, or
just
else it will
understand.
be collector's edition, all those things. Maybe who
And
knows?
even characters editions are just
It
emotes, of
doesn't
course.
come with the disc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Yes, doesn't come with the disc. Yeah.
Sad state of affairs, man. I mean, we want already physical is somewhat becoming more limited because they're like, so you have to download one day one patches and everything with online. So you have to if you put the disc also some of the data still you have to download it in order to play it. You can't directly play it. Only few games are like that. So I don't know, man. I just feel bad for the future of gaming. It's going to be all physical. Who knows? It might be bad in the start, and then everyone will get over it and become like, it's just like PC. Everything is digital now. Who buys it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, there are many times when I look at my laptop and feel bad. There's no disk drive because I still have plenty of old PC discs. I just want to put inside and play. But
Thankfully, my MacBook still has the. Everybody is still surprised. Your Mac has a CD drive. What is that? Which age is that from? Yeah, I'm one of those. Yeah, I have one of those collectibles, I would say.
yes,
My Mac still has the CD drive. Yep.
yeah. I mean, well, I guess it's inevitable. And with that, I guess we should say good night to all of you who have been kind enough to
Yeah.
stay with us till the end. We went very long for today's podcast. So
Very
like,
long. Yeah.
yeah. So
I thought if we have ended by 11, maybe we could have had a 1 hour, 2 hour game, but let's see.
always
Yeah.
expect the unexpected. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
maybe tomorrow. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Anyways, so I want to say good night and thank you very much to Aishwarya, Hungry Wolf, CHY32, Rage Gamer, Sinseeper, Pankaj, and who else are we
Pepper
having?
onion soup.
Pepper Onion Soup, of course, and PS5 Playground,
Yeah.
and who else? Let's see, scrolling
Maybe
all the way
that's
to the
it.
top. I think that's all of them. Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but that's all. Almost 2 hours, like Hungry Wolf says, almost 2 hours. Yeah, almost 2 hours. By my count, it's 1 hour 43 minutes and counting. But yeah, cool. It's cool. Anyways,
Yep.
thank you a lot, guys. Thank you for viewing and sitting and chatting with us, having a long chat about badass characters in
Yes.
games and movies, and that really helped increase the time for the podcast. So yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks a lot to you guys. Have a good night. Like our videos, subscribe, keep watching more of our videos, and have a good night. Have a good Sunday. Have a good week ahead. We'll see you next weekend. This is Abdul and Nation signing off.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you guys. Good night. Have a nice day.